pulled in 100 directions, slow down because there's one thing, just one, that can make your entire new year easier, lighter, and much more aligned with the goals that you have for your life. Hey friend, Ileana here, your midlife wellness and mindset coach. Welcome back to video 7 of this year-end roadmap to a confident New Year series. We are so close to ending this year and stepping into a brand new season filled with hope, plans, and purpose. And we've been preparing ourselves deeply throughout this series in reclaiming our time, shifting our mindset, gaining clarity, resetting our energy, and learning how to make aligned decisions. Today, we're bringing everything down to one thing, the one focus that will create the biggest impact as we move into the new year. In this video, I'm pulling great insight from one of my favorite mindset productivity books, The One Thing by Gary Keller. We'll apply many of the concepts through our midlife lens because what worked for us in our 20s and our 30s or 40s simply does not work for who we are now. We live in a world that rewards busyness but confuses it with progress. Every notification, every obligation, every should, every to-do pulls our attention in 100 directions. And the truth is, the more directions that we are pulled, the less progress we are actually making. Psychologists call this cognitive load, when our brain is juggling too many things simultaneously. And without a doubt, it drains our energy, increases stress hormones, and suppresses creativity. What we truly need at this stage of life is not more to-dos. It's more focus on what truly matters. Gary Keller calls this the domino effect. When we line up our life around one small, powerful action, the one domino sets off a chain of reaction of momentum that can change the trajectory of our life. You don't have to make drastic changes today. You just have to start with the right domino in motion. Ask yourself this question. What's one simple thing I can do today that moves me closer to who I want to become? What is that one domino? That question alone can quiet the noise. Every extraordinary result in life starts with focusing on one thing. We've been conditioned to believe that success means doing it all, but neuroscience shows that multitasking is a myth. When you split your attention, your brain actually loses up to 40% of its efficiency. So instead of trying to balance everything perfectly, what if you gave your energy to what truly matters right now? It's about quality, not quantity. Here's the most powerful question from the book. And after reading the book, it has become my guiding question when deciding on actions I need to take. Here's the question. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else becomes easier or necessary? That question simplifies everything. It cuts through the perfectionism, fear, and overwhelm. Here are some examples of ways that you can apply this to real life. In the area of wellness, what is one thing I can do today that will nourish my energy? For mindset, what is one thing I can do this morning to set the tone for peace? If you want purpose, what's one thing I can do this week that reignites my passion? Your one thing might be exploring a passion for 30 minutes a day. If you want energy back, your one thing might be a 20-minute morning walk. If you're rebuilding confidence, maybe it's journaling each morning, reconnecting with your voice. Each of these things, though small, compound over time. Just like compound interest, small daily choices stack, building unstoppable confidence and clarity over time. Remember, what you repeat, you reinforce. What if you invested your energy into the one thing that matters most right now? The book talks about the myths that keep us from staying focused and fulfilled. The first myth is multitasking. As I mentioned in earlier videos, we've worn busyness like a badge of honor that we are admired for. But the truth is, multitasking scatters our power. Behavioral research shows that shifting between different tasks actually increases stress and slows our results. When we're everywhere, we're truly nowhere deeply. So try single tasking. For 1 hour, give full focus to just one thing. Whether it's a workout, your passion project, or time with your family, you'll feel calm, grounded, and more productive than ever. So the second myth is the myth of willpower. We think we just need to push harder. But willpower is not infinite. It's a muscle that gets tired. Cognitive research shows willpower runs on glucose. When it's depleted, decision fatigue kicks in. That's why morning routines matter so much. Do your most important one thing when your mind is clear and your energy is at its highest. Protect that sacred time, even 30 minutes, like it's an appointment with your future self. Number 3, follow the 80-20 rule that states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your action. In midlife, this becomes even more powerful because our energy and time are our most valuable currency. So, audit your days. What's actually moving you forward? What's draining you or keeping you stuck? Then double down on the few 20% of the things that fill your cup and bring you peace. There's a powerful analogy from the book that I love, and it says this. Imagine life is a game in which you are juggling 5 balls. The balls are called work, family, health, friend, and spirit. Work is a rubber ball. If you drop it, it bounces right back. But health, relationships, and spirit are glass. If you drop them, they may chip, crack, or never be the same. And in midlife, that truth hits differently because this is the season where our energy, hormones, stress levels, and priorities shift. Our health, our relationships, and our spirit become more fragile and more valuable. We don't bounce back the same way that we did in our 20s, 30s, or even our 40s. That's why choosing your one domino, your one daily commitment matters so deeply now. It's not about perfection. It's about protecting what's irreplaceable. So I want you to pause and ask, which glass balls am I protecting and which have I been dropping? Midlife isn't about hustling harder. It's about redefining success. Success now means waking up with peace, feeling strong in our bodies, and living aligned with our values. Emotional intelligence research shows fulfillment grows from clarity, intention, and self awareness, not doing more, but doing what matters. That's the real root of real confidence. So here's your challenge this week. Choose one thing, your first domino, that small action that will catapult your life as we enter into the new year, and commit to it daily. And then I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're focusing on this week? Friend, if this message spoke to your heart, hit like, subscribe, and share it with another woman in midlife who's ready to take her life to the next level. Remember, this is a channel where we come together to inspire, empower, and cheer each other on as we navigate midlife and get ready to enter the new year, empowered and focused. I'm looking forward to seeing you in video 8, which is the final video in this series. So I see you next week. Thank you so much for watching and coming along this journey with me. I'll see you soon. Bye.